My heart rages around like an ocean in my head, because there are so many things that I left unsaid. I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that it's not reality. If you are echoing around inside these parallel dimensions all alone, know I'll find you in my dreams. My heart rages around like an ocean in my head. I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that it's not reality. If you are echoing around inside these parallel dimensions all alone, know I'll find you in my dreams. My heart rages around like an ocean in my head. I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that it's not reality. If you are echoing around inside these parallel dimensions all alone, know
Hello everyone and welcome back. We are back with the Halo playthrough now. And we are now up to Halo 4. Last time we did we played through Halo ODST. And that took a couple of streams to do that one. Let's have a look here. So the Master Chief, we left him. He was in a stasis pod after just destroying the big manufacturing installation. I can't remember what it was called now. It's that long ago since we were last on it. We'll fire this up. I don't know how long or if there's like any like whatever intro sequences and such that's on it. Let's have a look. So we'll start from the prologue. We want just normal difficulties, fine. And we have two most important, well at least the one most important skull in there. We have the exploding grunts. So we'll fire this up. I'll put the desktop audio on. As always, just scream if it's too loud. I'm actually in anticipating. Oh, hang on. My Stream Deck's crashed. 2 seconds. I just have to reboot the Stream Deck. Turn that off. Reboot it there. Wait for it to find the sound card. There we go. Right. I'm going to drop your volume down to 50% because all the explosions and stuff, you know. Warning continuing. See, I don't actually remember playing through this in the Master Chief version, so I don't know where it gets this safe thing from. I know I played them when they originally first came out, like on the separate editions, but I don't recall playing through the entire game on the Master Chief edition. Never mind. Yeah, adds flavour and excitement when things crash. This is what I have to try and maintain my head in this perfect position throughout the entire stream because, as I told you yesterday, my headset snapped. The band snapped yesterday after 10 years of service. And the replacement doesn't come till tomorrow. This is the Chief. Shouldn't he be in a stasis pod? I can't quite remember the story from this one. Oh, evening royalty. Well, we've just pressed start.
Checking coordinate impact data.
We have asked you to give up your family, your childhood, your future.
Cortana,
I'm sorry. It's the crash. I'm fine.
something was wrong even before we left the Dawn.
Chief? Really? I'm fine.
Cortana.
I was put into service 8 years ago.
8 years.
They only last 9.
AIs deteriorate after 7, Chief.
Halsey.
Chief.
We need to find Halsey.
Chief, please. Don't make a girl a promise you can't keep. We need to move.
Is this, are you getting ready for Christmas in July?
Doesn't look like the car fared much better than we did.
All right, let's just get a quick refresh of the controls. One of the reasons I started late tonight, because I had to upload the controller config to the Elite. So I'm using the Halo 5 boxer configuration that I like. But we had to change it for Halo 3 and ODST because I had like a weird config. So that one's jump. That one's also jump. My reload is on kind of like the joint on my finger. But also as well, it's in that it goes back to the headset again, like I was talking about before, because I've got to try and keep my head perfectly still for the next 2 hours. Because as I said, the band has snapped on my headset yesterday. It's just typical, isn't it? Everything happened yesterday to this headset. What's that? Actually, what secondary weapon do we have? Right, let's reload that. The leather on the strap started to deteriorate and it was like flaking off into my hair. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna look for a replacement. And then, sleepy. And then when I went to go and start the stream last night, put the headset on and the earpiece just broke away off the band. But I've ordered those ones that I was looking at last year when I upgraded to the Wave 3 mic for that Void Elite Surround one. I'm gonna have to go and change the voltages on my motherboard again though, because the Stream Deck and the Wave 3, I've had to like separate the bus controllers on them because they drain so much resources unnecessarily, just because they haven't been very well made, unfortunately, in like from the hardware side.
What is that? Chief, see if that terminal is still active.
What terminal? Is it? Oh, right. I thought that was just debris.
The Covenant have been broadcasting that from an equidistant orbit every 30 minutes for the last 3 years.
They've been waiting outside the planet for 3 years.
Apparently, they couldn't get in.
Alright, let's see which way do we have to go next. I assume we're climbing through the debris. So apart from the Christmas in July preparations,
To get through the rocks over there.
is
Point on your HUD.
anything else exciting today? We're going over this way. Should I have I can't help myself. I'm going to have a quick look in here because you know I'm like looking for collectibles. Nothing there. Did you manage to get your garden work done today? I made a series of small fires again today. You've been supervising. That's the best way to do it. It's just bouncy down here. As always, scream if it's too loud. Once we start shooting them, the explosions.
Transmission on the high band.
Covenant?
I don't think so. The pattern's different. I'll try to triangulate its position.
Have you broken a Hoover as well? What? Hang on. We need to stop here for a moment, Chrissy. What were you doing with the Hoover to break it? For a brief second, the shape of this planet just reminded me of one of the planets in Mass Effect Andromeda. Ooh. 2 seconds. Enter the Squeaky Bottle King. Yeah, but before the end of the stream yesterday, I drank both of these bottles that were completely full of orange. I'm still dead thirsty today. Yeah, we'll go for the bonus sound. If I don't knock me, trying to keep my head perfectly still whilst I do this. Well, that was a very short one, wasn't it? That's what she said. To Chrissy about the Hoover. Oh, I'm pleased I put this water in the fridge. Right, resume.
How it's a complete long shot, but since you brought it up, it is possible that getting home could help me find a solution for my rampancy.
How?
Well, as far as I know, I'm the only AI ever generated from living tissue. A clone of Dr. Halsey, to be precise. It may be possible to recompile my neural net by replicating those same conditions. But that means getting back to Halsey soon.
I'm sure in the Fall of Reach book they discuss that. I haven't read that book for quite a few years. I have read the Fall of Reach multiple times though. They did like an animated thing about that, but I've only seen that the once. I have to get my Blu-ray of it out again and watch it maybe. Oh, what's that there? Oh, do you like that? Like the bonus sound there, royalty. What's that there again? Finished his bottle. Uh-oh. I took my foot off the accelerator when I paused it there, didn't I?
Chief, I'm hearing that strange signal again. Stronger this time.
Do you think there's something to it?
I'm curious more than anything. His behavior is odd.
Oh, you streaming? Let me get my words out there. You streaming later on there, Wolf? Did you figure out what was wrong the other day? Because when it kept on cutting out, I was wondering when we raided you. Were you actually like streaming technically still at the same time? So that when we went in, it showed like the stream was offline. I just thought we'd missed you like in the last couple of minutes whilst I was rambling. Come on, let's run over a few more of these. Speaking of running, what was that about? Ooh, bugger. Alright, let's just get out and do this the proper way. I was reading something about an MOT there, but I'll just deal with them and then I'll come back to the chat. Anyone else? Did I see movement over there, or was it just me? Yeah, I did see movement. I like this pistol seems a little bit, the sound and the feel on the controller feels a little bit different than what it has in the previous ones. A bit of an upgrade. What's that there? What was I reading anyway? Got MOT booked on Thursday, so... oh yeah. How many things are you thinking are going to be wrong with it? I'm trying to get a new car before my MOT comes up. Is there a boost button on this vehicle? Yes, there is. There it is. That's all right. obviously the bit rate was too low. It should be what the max Twitch allows is 6,000. You can though. You can now as well. Apart from having that at 6,000, you can have. They now allow for a higher bit rate in the audio as well, so you can actually squeeze a bit more than 6,000 down there. But I can't remember what the numbers are off the top of my head, and I can't like pull those numbers up right now. But it does allow for a higher bit rate. Any more volunteers? What's that there? Steaming arm rods. Yeah, pretty much everything. That's one thing. Where because of where we live and the Gestapo that live across the street, it always costs me like 400 plus just to get the suspension repaired because of the. They've got a driveway, but they're too incompetent drivers to park on it. So, I was trying to see if I could jump up that. So they, where's that shot coming from? As I was saying, they're incompetent drivers, so they don't park on the driveway, but they park like directly opposite, and completely like block the street. Like for me to be able to get in and out.
Several patrols just reported in outside that structure over the ridge. It's possible they're onto something.
So I've got to like bounce up the curb every time that every time I come to get my car in. I don't think I'm going to be able to get this over there, am I? It looks to me like those very thin rocks have been purposely positioned to wedge this vehicle underneath. I don't know if it's really worth my effort to try and get it up there. Right, let's grab some grenades if we haven't already got enough. And can we borrow this, or can we not jump while we're carrying it? Oh no, we can jump while we're carrying it, that's alright. Oh, what's that disco light shining? Just a torch.
If we're going to hijack a ship from these Covenant, we're going to have to find where they're landing first.
I don't suppose you have a plan for that.
We could always ask nicely.
Asking's not my strong suit.
But say, where's the fun in that? Yeah, I see what the repair bill's like. That's why I got the Mazda back when I got that, because it was costing me so much money in repairs for my Astra that the amount of money I was spending each month keeping the car running, it was easier to go and buy a new car. $54% left on this cannon. Just take out the big guys with it. %. Right, let's just hang fire here for 2 seconds for the shields to regenerate. I was having a look. There were some car listings on Facebook, like locally here. Oh, that's at the end of that gun. It looked like a dealer, but they had the pricing listed at 1,234, so 1234. So the listing was quite cheap. But then at the very end of the description, on the last line, it was like $9,000, or just shy of $9,000. It said in like small print. So I was trying to argue the point that it's false advertising. because they're doing that to get a lower listing. Some of these listings were for some of the cars at the dealership were down as 3, and then the bottom of the small print had like 11 grand. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the reason I don't really use Facebook anymore. It was just because my mum had like seen it, so I was having a look. But when I was looking at the rest of his list, I reported them all. I don't think anything will come of it. How far back's that going to put us? Not too far. So we know there's a fellow with a sword up top. Did your dad collar them on Facebook all the time as well? Pop. Oh, that was the last of the ammunition. Oh, I thought we were going to be dead again there. Right, there was a weapon cabinet down here, wasn't there? Right, we'll take this. Wow, these guys are the worst guards.
His camo module. Let's have a look. I'll run a soft patch to it from the suit. Never know what might come in handy.
Ooh, shadows.
There's that phantom signal again.
Ah, loading screen.
I heard
Between two closed doors. Oh, this of course doesn't look like a trap. Let's just wander straight up here, shall we? Ah, this place looks familiar.
sentinels.
I wondered when they'd show up.
I can't remember how the story goes in this one. I get some of the games mixed up. So in my head I've got like images of levels, but they could be in Halo 5 to be honest. It's like when we get on to Mass Effect 2 and 3, I'm going to get totally confused
Console in the back.
as to where, you know, this mission was actually in Halo 3 or this mission, you know, I thought was in Halo 2.
It's a localized site cartographer. Okay. In service of Forerunner Shield World, designate Requiem.
Requiem. At least we know where we are now.
Let's see if it can tell us what the Covenant are so interested in. Huh.
What happened?
I don't know. It locked up. I'm detecting power fluctuations in several locations. I'll put them up for you. Hopefully we can find some way to get this cartographer back online.
And let me guess, as we're trying to get this back online, there's going to be lots of shooty bang bangs. Oh, just like we're half an hour in. We haven't done a night count. How close is everyone to their scarves? Uh, 26-2. Oh, are you back to work now, Royalty?
What's it doing?
It's all right. This energy is actually a ferroelectric data field. Your shields are just cycling in response to the chamber's charge.
Will this bring the cartographer back online?
We forgot to do our quiz. We'll have to save it for tomorrow.
We'll have to locate its twin.
But we have 307 for Chrissy, and just under 30 for JD. Oh, I was about to say fall back. That looked like an explosive. All right, let's
We'll
just
have to locate its twin.
couldn't believe as well last night. Was it last night or the night before? Maybe it was royalty. Went from
Found a way inside.
30k, is it 30k chickens to 36? I think it was 35, 36 in the space of one night. Right, there's quite a few of these. I'm gonna try and pick them off one at a time. It's him at the back with that heavy weaponry. And of course this gun, let's just swap it out for that one. Now, I used to like the Needler, but I've kind of gone off it a bit. Oh. Oh. I knew that got stuck to us.
We'll have to
All right.
locate its twin.
Let's try that again without the grenade sticking to our ass. All right, let's scoot around this way this time. Oh, I forgot we've got grenades as well, haven't we? Now, is that one of the big fellas I can see on the radar? There he is. Just try to get it just nicely down the side of the shield, if we can. There we go. Oh, we're out of ammo. Right, can we swap this out for anything? Ah, there's one. Take one of those. So, I know we're just starting this game today, but when we finish it, and we come back round to the next, like the next Halo, do we go to Halo 5 or do we go to Reach? Because technically we should have played Reach first, to be honest. I just didn't think about it at the time. And we started off on Halo 1.
Is that the same signal?
Yes. Mayday, mayday, mayday. UNSC AI Cortana to infinity. Please respond. No response. But from the strength of that signal, the infinity has to be close by. The cartographer should be back online. We may be able to use it to track the ship's location. The Covenant. They found a way inside.
Oh, out of ammo. Well, yeah, we'll decide closer at the time. Is it? It's been pushed back again. I think till next year. Is it the next Halo?
We can't give the Covenant access to the cartographer. Clear them out.
Uh-oh. Shields down. Right, I need to stay away from him because he's got that charged weapon. Right, this is second last clip. Sit down. Right.
That's it. Now quick, to the cartographer.
We're talking about that, that's it. There's still these fellas over here. And these fellas down here, they need to go and have nap time. Yeah, we still need to do that final bit on Assassin's Creed. I need to sit and record it. Or we could just dedicate an entire stream just to try. Actually, we've already done that, in a sense, to try and do the that last little combat. I get the feeling that we've started the game on the wrong mission. I was certain there was a bit on board the ship.
cartographer keeps acting like the transmission is coming from everywhere on the planet at once. It doesn't want to triangulate Infinity's signal. Oh wait, I got it.
That can't be right. Scan again.
Unless that's where Halo 5 starts, maybe.
It's not crazy to think that someone else made it deeper inside than we did.
You mean the planet's hollow?
Let me see if I can figure out a way to reach these coordinates that doesn't involve us digging a really big hole. There's a terminus on the far side of the complex. We can portal to the planet's core from there.
What?
I don't know.
If we have a shot at getting you back to Infinity, we're taking it.
Okay, so is that the end of this level? Let's see what the achievement says if it pops one. Oh, it didn't.
Let's get to that terminus and find Infinity.
Just tell me here which level we're on. Requiem. Right, I'll tell you what, I'm just going to save and quit for a moment. Because we can also just press resume. I'd imagine that's a checkpoint where we just were. Yes, let's see. I think we've started on the wrong mission. So what mission was that we were just playing then? Right, hang on. We're going to have to bring up the list of missions before we proceed any further. Halo 4 missions list. Oh, that doesn't help me. Maybe it was chapters, but it would be better. Alright, hang on. There's a walkthrough here. Might have the chapters written down in it. Or might have some pictures of the levels. I've been here for a floor of a crack. Yeah, this is completely the wrong mission. So what does Requiem look like? Covenant log, blah 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 blah. Shooty shooty bang bang. The Hunter's Battle. Yeah, for some reason. Wait, what's going on here? Why can't I click on anything? Alright, we'll just erase the save data. We haven't really made that much progress. So we're halfway through the stream, but now we're going to do the first level? I think. I'm not entirely certain here. I thought this just didn't seem right at all.
Tell me about the children. Dr. Halsey.
You already know everything.
You kidnapped them.
Children's minds are more easily accepting of indoctrination. Their bodies more adaptable to augmentation. The result was the ultimate soldier. And because of our success, when the Covenant invaded, we were ready.
Dr. Halsey, you're bending history for your own favor, and you know it. You developed the Spartans to crush human rebellion, not to fight the Covenant.
When one human world after another fell, when my Spartans were all that stood between humanity and extinction, nobody was concerned about why they were originally built.
So you feel in the end your choices were justified.
My work saved the human race.
Do you think the Spartans' lack of basic humanity helped?
What are you after? The others before you were naval intelligence, but you're something else.
Records show Spartans routinely exhibited mildly sociopathic tendencies, difficulty with socialization, and
The
verbalization.
records show efficient behavior operating in hazardous situations. I supplied the tools to maintain that efficiency.
Do you believe the Master Chief succeeded because he was, at his core, broken?
What does John have to do with this? You want to replace him?
The Master Chief is dead.
His file reads missing in action.
Catherine. Spartans never die.
Your mistake is seeing Spartans as military hardware. My Spartans are humanity's next step. Our destiny as a species. Do not underestimate them. But most of all, do not underestimate him.
There you go. So that was the intro that we should have had 40 minutes ago. But no problem there, Wolf. Trying to cause too much trouble in class today. Which classes are you heading to? So that the other day you were heading to your driving class, I believe, wasn't it? See, I knew there was a bit where we were on the ship. I wasn't going mad, you see? Wasn't going mad, I've been firmly there for years. Music class this time. I had a horrible music teacher in my last years of school. It's such a temper. She's gonna wake him up. Must have been the only part of the ship working.
Wake up, Chief. I need you.
Don't blame them. They should. If they were a professional teacher, they wouldn't. They would keep that out of the class.
We're still adrift on the Dawn.
Why did you wake me?
Hang on. Bringing your systems online now. I rewrote your suit's firmware while you were out.
You've been busy.
Activating the ship's gravity generators. Chief, look up. You need to pull the manual release.
There we go, out the tube.
Seems like old times.
Ready to get back to work?
I thought you'd never ask. We've got intrusion alerts lighting up on multiple decks. Our best bet to figure out who's boarding us is the observation deck, 4 floors up.
Could it be a rescue team?
Wouldn't bet on it.
Press all the buttons. I remember our teacher in the final year, anyway. Well, the final year that I took music, in any case, Mr. Brown. I probably told the story before.
How long was I out?
Oh, hang on.
4 years, 7 months, 10 days.
Somebody should have found us by now.
What's saying? The oh,
What's that?
Sensor scan, high intensity. Doesn't match any known patterns.
How close are we to the observation deck?
It's directly above us.
I take it that's the planet we were just on in the next level. Right, any more explosions before so I can start talking again?
The elevator doors look sealed tight. Chief, be careful. Because
Vacuum.
some areas might have lost pressure.
Right.
That's what I say. The his music classroom was you had to go into the main hall.
Watch out!
Oh, this is bouncy up here.
Realized the ship had deteriorated so badly.
You had to go into the main hall, and then you had to go to the back corner of it, and there was a little oh. Bye-bye.
A lot can happen in 4 years. Either way, he's probably not alone. We should be careful.
But yeah, you had to go to this little tiny back corridor, that was only like 1.5 feet wide, so it was all like single file. Because you didn't want any clutter in his music room, you had to leave your bags in this little tiny alcove. And so that it wasn't pandemonium at the end of the classes, you used to let each section of the class used to leave like one section at a time. And me and the two of our fellas that sat next to me, we were the last ones out of all the groups. So, we picked up our bags, and we slowly walked out in the main hall, and we started slowly walking out to go, out to the yard. And he comes storming through. "What are you doing in here?" I was like, "Well, we've just come out of your class. We're just slowly walking out to the yard." He's like, "Are you answering me back?" And I'm like, "You asked me a question. I'm answering this question for you." He's like, "Don't let me catch you here again." He stormed off and what have you. It's like, oh, I didn't want that. Change that weapon there. Where's my gun? Oh, we've thrown away our good gun. Okay. Right, let's see if we can find that gun before we proceed. Unless it's down there. Doesn't look like it. Lost our pistol then somewhere.
That's the last of them.
Hopefully we get a replacement.
Find the override for the blast shield so we can see what we're up against.
Yeah, exactly. That's always the thing, isn't it? You know, don't answer me back. It's like, well, you know.
The good news is these Covenant aren't outfitted like standard military. It's possible we just came across a rogue salvage ship.
I remember when I was in another class.
Or we might
Ooh, what's this?
Covenant fleet.
Maybe they haven't recognized us.
I kind of vaguely remember this.
That's one possibility. Landing craft flanking us.
Yep, I had a feeling they were going to come through here. Let's just give them a quick slap. Try to preserve, conserve ammo a little bit if I can. I could really do with our pistol right about now. Get some explosive heads on the go. Anyone else? As I said, there was another teacher. I think it was. Ooh.
We've got bigger problems. We've got a cruiser on an intercept course.
I'll take
Head
that.
for the elevator banks.
Didn't the ship's sensors say we still had weapon systems online?
Yes, but since the ship was torn in half, we can't access the weapon stations. We'll have to fire them manually from the outer hull.
They'll put the doors. Into the loading screen. Elevator simulator. But yeah, there was a teacher that should ask us a question, like in front of the whole class. You know, like, because it was my turn to answer whichever question it was. So I answered the question, and she's like, "Oh, what was that there?" And so I repeated the answer again, and then she's like, "We can't hear you." And it was perfectly audible what I said. So I answered it again. She's like, "We still can't hear you. Speak up." And I said, "I'm not in the habit of repeating myself. I'm not answering your question." And she didn't like that at all. Everyone else in the whole class had heard perfectly what I said. Oh man, what's that one there? You managed to get through on one question. Oh, that just saying that on yeah, exactly. Yeah, she heard the last line fine enough, didn't she? Of course, being like 8 or 9 years old, obviously I didn't have that. I didn't think to say that. But yeah, she was like one of the teachers that was just like to humiliate people. So I used to hate. There was one teacher that used to make an English teacher used to like make everybody like.
That cruiser's shields are down.
Oh, hang on.
Assuming they don't raise them, that missile's gonna be one heck of a surprise.
Right, let's continue. Because my reading back then was absolutely atrocious, and I hated the oops. ooh, just fell down the hole there. You know, the reading out in public sort of thing. So when the whole class was reading a book, everyone would have to read like a paragraph each, and then it would go to the next person in line, and like, you know, going throughout the class. And all the other kids would, you know, take the mick out of us because my reading back then was really, really slow. Oh, hang on, let's get these guys. And yet she still forced us every single time to have to do it, and it always seemed to fall on the longest possible paragraphs each time.
These covenants seem more fanatical than the ones we fought before.
But none of those books, I can't remember anything about any of those books, because all I was doing was calculating which paragraph I was going to be reading so that I could like practice it before. I have no idea what the rest of the content was. It was a really bad way of learning. It's like going back to that music teacher. His idea of a class, that whole year with him, never actually touched an instrument once. His idea of teaching a music class was you would give everybody a printout and say, copy that into your notes. And that was it, every time. And you had to keep your A4 piece of paper in pristine condition because the next class had to do the same thing. Or he would have it on the overhead projector. So, and the way that that room was configured was all of the tables were facing away from the board. So if you were having to like constantly spin around, you know, read a sentence, then write it. Got absolutely nothing from that class. What a geography teacher, what was his name? Mr. Donnelly. He was exactly the same thing. An entire year in his class, didn't learn a single thing because you had to sit in silence and copy what he wrote on the board. Didn't explain anything, didn't like discuss it, no question time. It was a case of you just wrote on the board and you copied it word for word into your notes. Used to cheat at the Cisco Academy when I was at there for copying things in my notes. We used to take photographs of the board. And I used to publish all the pictures on my old website that I used to have back then. Let's give this guy a slap and then see if we can hide to regenerate our shields. Oh, how did we not die there? Yeah, I didn't think we were going to make it there. His weapon was just too powerful.
We're just about there.
Right, we're now fully reloaded. Let's try and take out the grunts. Right, let's fall back to here. Slap. I forgot we've got grenades. Party time. Right, is it just the jackals and that fella with the big gun left? There is one more grunt. Hoping we'll get a refill on the pistol ammo. We've got one big fella down. Now, was there one or two more? Alright, let's fall back. Oop. Reload. Reload check complete. I'm assuming we're going the right direction.
The auxiliary launch station should be to your left, out of the airlocks. You'll have to prime the launch for ignition.
Cortana.
It's nothing. Just get to the launch station. I'm sorry. Did I miss orbiting a Forerunner planet at some point?
One thing at a time.
Ooh, it's like a Dyson sphere. Oh, I don't have a pistol anymore, do I? Slap.
Chief, you need to find the missile controls.
Alright, let's scoot around here for a bit. Ooh, hang on, what was that just popped in my ear? I'm just reading what that thing says there. Thanks, JD, for. I was confused by the label that popped up on there. But thanks, JD, for gifting a sub there. I tell you what, hang on, where is? Oh, I'm going to have to slowly rotate around so I can reach the bottle. Let's press the other button as well, because we haven't pressed this button for a little while. Ooh, I pressed the wrong button there. I've probably asked this before. Does the music work again on that one? Because there was like a massive glitch I had with that screen. It was just like lagging out for some strange reason. But did the little jingle play? It does play. Awesome. Yeah, I don't know what was going on with that screen, because whenever I pressed the button, the transition would just lag out and it would just like Streamlabs would just like freeze. I had no idea what was going on with it. It like sat down. I don't know how many times it was like well, obviously when the stream wasn't running, if you had like gone into chat, I don't know how many times you would have seen the thanks for watching message pop up whilst I was doing test after test after test.
Launch initiated.
Big boom. Can we ride it?
Great. The blast door's jammed. The missile won't fire until it's cleared.
Of course it won't.
Get down there.
I don't know. Where's Isaac when you need him? Want a job done right, send Isaac Clarke in. With their armor on like that, the elites, the spacesuit armor, it does look like a xenomorph a bit, doesn't it? I can't be the only one seeing that. Like from a distance. Oh, bugger. Now, where's that going to reload us? Not too far. Right, let's just try and cut the
blast door's jammed. The missile
cut
won't
the thing.
fire until it's cleared. Get down there.
So get here before they land. Might trigger a cutscene. That was a few of them, wasn't it? That and like the previous ones where we were able to sprint through the levels.
Chief?
The Covenant weren't the ones scanning us.
Just jab myself in the arm.
Now, should we worry about the giant metal planet?
I'm sure it'll be fine.
It's using a gravity well across the dome's event horizon, its atmosphere is going to tear us apart.
Where are the closest escape pods?
Aft vehicle bay. I'm tagging the closest airlock. Go!
It's bouncy bouncy over here. There's no run, is there, in Halo? Chief has 1 speed. Go on, cycle the airlock. This is the most peculiar shaped airlock, isn't it? Right, which way are we going? Bouncy bouncy.
All but one of the grav generators just went dark.
Just keep me pointed at that vehicle bay.
Excuse me, coming through.
We're almost there.
Don't mind me. I wish we could ride on top of the escape pod.
Hold on. We're caught in the gravity well.
Can you track the escape pods?
Negative. Look out!
See if his suit had thrusters like Isaac Clarke's did. I'm assuming that now we're going to be at the point where we were at the start of today. Yeah, this is where we started off an hour ago. Come on, Chief wakes up. Can you remember what the name of the chapter was? Or should we just play through? I can't remember if there were. It might have been a different game I'm thinking of that has like the points. It might have been Titanfall.
Coordinate impact data.
We have asked you to give up your family, your childhood, your future.
Cortana,
I'm sorry. It's the crash. I'm fine.
something was wrong even before we left the Dawn.
Chief, really, I'm fine.
That little chip that he's holding, I've got one of those here on my desk. It's a keyring.
I was put into service
Lights
8
up as
years
well.
ago.
8 years.
AIs deteriorate after 7, Chief.
Halsey.
Chief.
We need to find Halsey.
Chief, please.
She made you. She can fix you.
I won't recover from rampancy, Chief.
If we can just get back to Earth and find Halsey, she can fix this.
Don't make a girl a promise you can't keep.
We need to move. Doesn't look like the Covenant fared much better than we did.
Alright, so we're going up to that controller, so we have to go up there, up to there.
Why?
We still need a ride home.
Reload check. At least your weapons reset when you go between the levels. Never have to worry about like keeping any ammunition.
Chief, check your ammo. You might want to go easy until we can locate some more. Given all this debris, chances are you'll find something the Covenant won't want shot at them. The Covenant have been broadcasting that from an equidistant orbit every 30 minutes for the last 3 years.
They've been waiting outside the planet for 3 years.
Apparently, they couldn't get in.
Remember back to one of the Halo novels that I read, the species that are involved in the Covenant and the ones that are
Covenant?
like humanity.
I don't think so. The pattern's different.
I'm sure they were like
I'll try to triangulate its position.
the two races were like, you know, like however many millions of years ago were kind of like nanites became like all the neurons in the brain, and then of course like replaced all the biological tissue. If I remember right.
Chief, I'm hearing that strange signal again. Stronger this time.
Do you think there's something to it?
I'm curious more than anything. Its behavior is odd. Hostiles!
Excuse me. Coming through. There's the exit. Uh-oh, I wasn't expecting to hit that. Oh, this was a mistake. Trying to speedrun style it. It's a
If we're going to
party.
hijack a ship from these Covenant, we're going to have to find where they're landing first.
I don't suppose you have a plan for that.
We could always ask nicely.
Asking's not my strong suit.
Right, these ones I'm probably going to have to fight because I need to clear that doorway up there. But I can restock for a moment. And then we'll wander up the side, just like we did last time. Oh, fall back. There's too many. Right, let's get those shields back. We'll try and get through this as quickly as possible to get to where we left off when we started the wrong level. Let's get those shields back. Quick reload. This is why I like the boxer configuration. thought I could hear somebody. Anyone else? Party time. Just give this guy a little tap.
That elite dropped his camo module. Let's have a look. I'll run a soft patch to it from the suit. Never know what might come in handy.
Wait for the loading screen.
There's that phantom signal again.
I heard something that time. Sentinels.
I wondered when they'd show up.
So we'll go through this pretty quickly so far. So this is kind of roughly where we were before. Except we had completed this zone.
There, Chief. A console in the back. It's a localized site cartographer. Okay. In service of Forerunner Shield World, designate Requiem.
Requiem. At least we know where we are now.
Let's see if it can tell us what the Covenant are so interested in. Huh.
What happened?
I don't know. It locked up. I'm detecting power fluctuations in several locations. I'll put them up for you. Hopefully we can find some way to get this cartographer back online.
Press the buttons. Does the bridge stay active?
What's it doing?
It's all right. This energy is actually a ferroelectric data field. Your shields are just cycling in response to the chamber's charge.
Will this bring the cartographer back online?
Partially. This type of processing system usually works in parallel. We'll have to locate its twin.
Anyone else for a party? All right. Fully reloaded. One round of ammunition left. That's about right, isn't it? Alright, I'm gonna have to, before we get the next lot spawning in, let's see if we can just grab one of their weapons, because we need something. There's the backup. Yep. Low ammo and no health. It's the only way we play.
Is that the same signal?
Yes! Mayday, mayday, mayday! UNSC AI Cortana to infinity. Please respond. No response. But from the strength of that signal, the infinity has to be close by. The cartographer should be back online.
Let's wait for the need
We
at
may
the
be able
pop.
to use it to track the ship's location.
Hold still. Oh, we've used up all the ammunition in that one now. Alright, and we have 69 left in this one. Let's grab that needler and we'll just unload on that fat. Right, who's shooting us from down here? Right, that's the last of the ammunition from there. Oh, he might have a more fun gun.
Access to the cartographer. Clear them out.
Right, let's let our shields. We'll just do them one at a time. That'll probably be the easiest. Oh. How far back's that going to put us? Right, we need to borrow another gun from one of these fellas. Borrow another needler, that is. Ah, we got him anyway. The problem with these ones here, it's kind of, you've got like quite a slow travel time when you put a round down range.
We
Right,
can't give
let's,
the Covenant access to the cartographer. Clear them out.
Where'd he come from? He's still alive. Just waiting for any more that might come behind us there. Any more? Right, before we actually go over there,
To the cartographer.
let's just a quick reload check.
The cartographer keeps acting like the transmission is coming from everywhere on the planet at once. It doesn't want to triangulate Infinity's signal. Oh wait, I got it.
That can't be right. Scan again.
We've already passed through one layer of the planet's surface. It's not crazy to think that someone else made it deeper inside than we did.
You mean the planet's hollow?
Let me see if I can figure out a way to reach these coordinates that doesn't involve us digging a really big hole. There's a terminus on the far side of the complex. We can portal to the planet's core from there.
What?
I don't know.
If we have a shot at getting you back to Infinity, we're taking it.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're at the
To that
point.
terminus and find Infinity.
So what's that? A star to steer by.
What do you know about Infinity?
Not much. She was supposed to be massive, but the project was only in prototype when we left.
Oh, looks like a lot of enemies to fight through here.
Scouts, fortifying the bridge below. Stay sharp.
I was going to try and see if we could speed run across, but I think maybe it's a bit too crowded. It's a party time. Ooh.
Scouts, fortifying the bridge below. Stay sharp.
Yeah, well, we might have to kill a couple of them, maybe. Ooh, what just happened there? Kill 1,000 jackals. Ooh. Oh, that was all the ammo. Right, quick reload check. I don't know how many extra achievements we've got now in the Master Chief. It's probably like a tiny percentage of what's actually available. It usually is with lots of these sort of games. You know, you complete the game, you do loads of different things in it, but you actually you've only got like 2% of all the achievements. Like, might have like 50 achievements, but it'll be like 200 gamer score. Right, we need something. Did he not have a gun? Right, just fall back for 2 seconds and we'll see if we can get a replacement gun. I was hoping for something with a little bit more to it. Right, we have 23 left in the tank. Ooh, what's this? I'm not much of a fan of this particular gun, but what choice do we have? Take out those ones. Maybe they'll get the jackal. Actually, we need to get that sniper out of the way. Right, fall back and see what other guns we can swipe. Come on, shields. That's a bit better. Come out and play. Ooh, does that mean there's going to be a flying part next, do you think? Hold still. Sure there was 2 of those fellas though. It's got 25 more rounds left. Just try to see if there might have been some more ammo down there. Let's see, does this work? Ooh, don't these things normally have a secondary gun? There we go. Right, I'm not going to press this button, but I'm going to try this button. No, that didn't work. Yeah, I thought there was a button for big booms. Can't just hover on this one, can you? I assume that's where we're going.
Chief,
But we can't
the
fly
Covenant
down here.
net's going crazy. They're ordering all units to converge on the tower.
I guess we got their attention.
Ooh. Oh, we need to get on board with that. Right, looks like there's turrets over there as well. A sniper up there. Just let that big one fly away. I say, where did that ghost go? I get him to turn around, I might be able to take his head off. Get back around this pillar. Alright. Here we go. So we'll just take out these fellas. I vaguely remember this area, and I'm sure that you have to like fight against wave after wave. I'm sure that's what this area is set up for. What year did this game come out? I'm trying to think, when did Halo 5 even come out? Halo 5 definitely came out whilst I was at when I was living in Maud, because I remember that's where I got the collector's edition. Oh, flip it. 2012 for this one. So it must have been like 17-ish for number 5 then. 16, 17 maybe. I was trying to think what year was it that... Was it 15? I'm trying to remind myself which year did I move?
We're about to have our hands full. The elites just issued a general order. They're moving all ground teams to secure the tower entrance above us.
Of course they are. Right, I'm going to park this here for a moment. Party time. Ooh. We should have been dead there. Oh, that was the last of the ammo. Fall back. Right, I need to replace this gun with anything. Is it an ammo crate? No, it's not. I suppose I'm not going to get any more ammo for this, am I? Right, hang on. Right, now deal with him. Oh, maybe wait a minute. Right, we'll take one of those. Oh, it doesn't hold much, this one, does it? Come out and play. Oh, hang on, the television's about to go into auto standby mode. Just reach over and press the volume button. What are they fighting? Probably got like 1 round maybe is left on this gun. Ah, it's them fellas.
The Sentinels are trying to keep the Covenant out.
Oh, there's 2 of those fellas. Now, these Sentinel lasers that they're having like 0 effect on these big fellas. But I guarantee you, as soon as they turn on us,
You do want to find Infinity and get off Requiem, don't you? Let's go.
wow, that took a lot more than what it would normally take. Can we pick up his gun? Yes, we can. Oh, bugger. No, didn't fall too far.
If Infinity really is in the planet's core, then that terminus is all that's between us and home. What are you waiting for?
Oh, do I not have to kill him, like? Oh, I must have to kill him. Just the way she was talking there, I thought, oh, maybe I could just skip.
While you were busy, I managed to clear up another transmission from Infinity.
Sounded like he said artifact.
I wonder if it's related to whatever the Covenant are after.
Where's the terminus?
The map placed it at the top of the tower.
Massive, massive lift.
According to the cathedral, this terminus is just one node of a larger transit grid that spans the entire planet.
What?
When I tried to access the outlet closest to Infinity's transmissions, the system responded with this.
What is it?
That's the kicker. It's the Forerunner symbol for Reclaimer.
Humanity. That's got to be Infinity. Can you get us to those coordinates?
Let me try to open a portal.
Cortana.
I'm picking up unknown energy signatures.
Where?
This can't be right.
Set a waypoint out of the tower. Cortana?
How did... Quick! Into the portal! Chief, go!
So there we go. We've got an achievement for completing the level, and that is where we will finish it today. So that's not too bad. We ran, even though we messed up and we did the second mission technically twice.
Sort of advanced defense AI.
We're still only like 15 minutes over the normal sort of time.
Hard to say without a closer look. Come on, let's figure out where that transit system dumped us.
Oh, hello, Wolf. Welcome back. We're just about to end. Yeah, so we've completed levels 1 and 2. After like I said, we completed level 2 twice because of some reason the game started us on level 2. Let's press the buttons, and we'll see. Where is Chrissy going to get his bonus eggs from tonight? Let's have a look. Tonight you only have a choice of Anita. She's the only one online that I follow. Right. Let's press this button here and press that button there. So actually, which screen did I put Discord on? There it is. So tomorrow, we're building a Wither skeleton farm, and I'll show you how much I've been kind of like back and forth on the server for the past week, putting more pressure plates down. I'm still nowhere near like coverage on the area, and I've also made this the ridiculously protected what do you call it, storage area that I've built. I did that like this morning just because I had this weird idea in my head after like seeing something I did in my test world. But I'll show you that weirdness tomorrow. No, I haven't actually watched any of our streams because it doesn't take me there when I do a raid. I've got to go there manually, and with those ones, like those like super big ones, like Anita, I've never actually. I don't often click through it because they never say hello to her, but we're too small for them. Anyway, so yeah, tomorrow we'll be building the Wither skeleton farm, or the Wither skull farm even. Especially when the Tourette's kicks in as well, Chrissy. What have we got here as well? We have continuing with Broken Sword on Wednesday, and then we have the Mysteries of El Dorado. We have our board game escape room on Thursday. Oh, actually, I might reset the camera frames because I've got it on Lego mode at the minute. I'll have to switch it back over to regular mode. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that just right now because it means pulling those cables out. No, scratch that. I'll do that tomorrow. I don't know exactly. It depends how busy I am with work. There may be a random daytime stream because I really, really want to play Farming Simulator. I want to get those last like 15-ish fields or what have you, whatever it is, complete. So I don't know. We'll have to see. What's that? You've been kicked out of the office. Are you redecorating? Is that why you've or like rearranging rather? I'm just turning off the Xbox console in the background there. Anyway, we'll send you over to Anita. Is it is that the plan? Chris, you redecorating the office. I know that you said that you had to integrate because you have got to like put both of your computers in there. That's what you were saying the other week, wasn't it? For like in time for the baby. You have to because you were going to do a microphone check as well, weren't you? Because you were going to see like for Dexcape night if there was going to be like any interference. You have to fiddle with the dials on Discord. It'll be fine. What could possibly go wrong? Anyway, I'll send you over to Anita. Which button am I pressing? There we go. Start raid. So thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you all next time. Thank you for joining me today. If you are enjoying our journey and would like to see more, then please rate, comment, favourite and subscribe in whichever manner your chosen platform allows. If you are joining us on Twitch, Mixer or YouTube, where we have loads more for you to watch, from our live streams to all our episodes across our various series. You can also drop by and say hi over on Discord, where we chat about everything from Minecraft to books and movies to tabletop games. But most importantly, thank you very much for watching and have a lovely day.